a lecture on fundamentals of metal forming process. Myself, Lopreet Singh, Assistant Professor, Gangotri University, in the School of Mechanical Engineering. This is the first lecture for this course, that is metal forming, BTME 3065. And today we will discuss about the fundamentals of metal forming process with their various classifications and disadvantages and applications. So, objective of today's lecture is fundamental of metal forming. Then we will discuss about the bulk deformation. Then the sheet metal working. So, before proceeding the further, let's have a look on the principle of metal forming. As metal forming is a method of shaping the metal into desired shape without any significance wastage of a metal. The metal forming process are such as rolling, forging, and drawing. Uh, the metals are subjected to mechanical work of the following purpose: to refine the grain structure, to achieve the high dimensional accuracy, to impart a good surface finish, to improve the mechanical properties of metal. So have a look on the principle of metal forming process. This is a plastic deformation which works behind this phenomena. So this is the stress strain curve. As you can see here, the stress is directly proportional to strain up to this point. Means this is the elastic deformation point where the metal recovers when the load is removed from them, and after then the load is further increased, the metals start to deform. That is plastic deformation. So that means plastic deformation means the metal will not recover to its original shape upon the removal of load. And if we increase this further, then our part or metal will start failing. So the cup cone structure, cup cone shape is start forming, and then ultimately the part get filled. So up to point M, as you can see in this image, up to part M, we will apply this load. That is the optimum load for metal forming. So this is the principle that works behind this process. So the metal forming process includes a large group of manufacturing process in which plastic deformation is used to change the shape of metal workpiece without any significant wastage of the work material. So the deformation result from the use of tool, usually a die in the metal forming, which applies stresses or force that exceed the yield strength of the metal. So, what are the purpose of the this metal forming process? That is mechanical working of metal. First is that to refine the grain structure. Second is to achieve the high dimensional accuracy. Next is that to achieve better surface finish of the final product. Next is that to improve the mechanical properties of metal. So the metal forming process can be classified into two categories. First is the sheet metal working, then the next is the bulk deformation. The sheet metal working process is also called the press working, where the sheets, strips, or coils are formed into different shapes. In the bulk deformation case, large shape cylindrical parts, that's called the billet or rectangular bars, are generated and worked on this process. So the sheet metal working process is a cold working process. Normally it's means done below the recrystallization temperature of the metals. While on the bulk deformation, the compressive deformation forces are used. That is, significant deformations are required. So sometimes the metals are heated up to its recrystallization temperature. In the sheet metal working process, the use of set of punch and dies used. Uh, So the surface area and volume is large, but in the bulk deformation case, the surface area and volume is small. In continue to last line, as we discussed about the sheet metal working and bulk deformation. So in the sheet metal working process, as we know, the surface area and volume is large. So the bending operations, shearing process, deep or cup drawings are the example for the sheet metal working. And for the bulk deformation, as the surface area volume is small, so the rolling, forging, extrusion, wire, and tube drawing are the examples for bulk deformation. So the first classification of bulk deformation process is the rolling process. In the rolling is defined as the process in which the cross-sectional area of the metal is reduced by pressing the metal between circular or contoured rolls rotating in opposite directions. The roll rotates with the surface velocity which is higher than the speed of incoming metals. Due to excess speed, the friction forces X between the rolls and the metals which try to propel the metal forward. The pressure of the roll build up gradually from entry to neutral point. The point neutral point means the point where the pressure is highest and then decreases till it's reached the exit. Due to pressure, metal is squeezed between the rolls and elongate to compensate for decrease in cross-sectional area. This plastic deformation depend on a friction condition along the interface. If the high friction is required, the rolls cannot advance the metals and skid over the surface. As you can see in this diagram, uh, here the thickness of slab plates is reduced by two opposite tools, that is called rolls, as we had already discussed. Here the force F Here the force F is applied on this part, this roll, that is upper roll, and this workpiece is moved forward, and so the its diameter is decreased due to this force F, and it's moved forward to the direction of workflow. The forging is next is the forging. The forging is oldest metal working process. In the old days, when the forging was done by striking with the stone, but in modern forging, strong arm hammers or anvil have been replaced by high-powered hammers and mechanical presses. In this process, the workpiece is compressed between two opposing dies so that the die shapes are imparted to work. It's a traditionally hot working process. However, many types of forgings are preferred cold. So the forging may be cold forging or hot forging. In this process, the workpiece is pressed between two dies. Here you can see in this diagram, the force F is applied on the upper part of the die, and the workpiece is placed between the two dies, and then this tends to change the workpiece shape. Next part is extrusion. It is the most useful metal forming process that may be performed hot or cold conditions. For in the extrusion, metal filled is closed cavity and forced to flow through a small opening to form a product which take the shape of opening and similar to squeezing of toothpaste out of toothpaste tube. In the extrusion, a comprehensive deformation process in which the metal is forced to flow through a die opening to produce a desired cross-sectional shape. Here, the ram is used to force the workpiece from a small desired size opening. So, in this process, this is same process in which the we squeeze the toothpaste and the paste come out through a small opening. Next is the drawing. In this figure, you can see the wire drawing process. wire drawing is a cold working process in which the rod of a larger diameter is passed through a conical die to obtain the desired shape of wire. At the start of wire drawing, the front end of the rod or wire is pointed by cutting or squeezing so that it can freely enter through a die opening. The end is pulled through the die to obtain a sufficient length so that wire can be attached in a jaw of a power operated reel. The reel is then rotated at desired rate to draw the wire through the die. To reduce the large diameter into a very thin wire, operation is performed in number of passes. So, to sum up this bulk deformation process, first is the forging process. Normally, that is, the bulk is pressed between two dies and the force is applied so that desired shape can be achieved. Second process is the rolling process in which two rollers moves in opposite directions and the billet is forced to pass through these rollers so that desired shape can be obtained. Next is the wire drawing process in which the wires are drawn like a rolling process. In the next part, the extrusion process is shown where the ram forces the workpiece material to extrude through a small die opening. Next is the drawing process. That is, we already discussed about the wire drawing. It's a similar to extrusion. Expect the pulling force is applied. So there is two dies are attached like this setup, and the stock or bar is forced to pass through these dies, and the wires of a desired diameter can be obtained using this process. So this is commonly used to make wire from the round bar. So we move further with the second classification, that is sheet metal working process. In this process, the first classification is the bending. Bending is the process of uh, bend the sheet metal along a straight axis with the help of punch and die. Here we can see in this diagram, the punch is forced on this workpiece with the which is placed above the die, so that this plate can achieve the shape of this die. In this next classification is a drawing. We can see a cup or deep drawing. In this forming process, the flat metal sheets are formed into hollow or concave shape, such as cup or plates, by stretching the metals. A bulk holder is used to hold down the bulk. Uh, Blank which push the punch into sheet metal. Here we can see in this diagram, the punch is placed above the workpiece, and then this punch is forced to pass through this workpiece, and then this workpiece converted into shape of die. Here we can see the in the left side, the plates cup shapes are drawn using this working process. The next process is the sheet metal. In the sheet metal working process is the shearing. It involves the cutting rather than forming of a metal. In the shearing operations, the parts is cut down like in this part, the punch is forced on this workpiece, and this is die. So the parts is cutted from this here. The next is the importance of metal forming in the manufacturing engineering. The first importance is the metal net shape or close to net shape. There is the accuracy. Second is the high production rate. Next is the high profit margin. As we discussed in the first slide, the low scrap rate and improving material properties. These are the importance of metal forming. In this slide, we can see about the different parts of the complex shape which are produced using the hot forging process. As the hot forging process is used for the complex shapes so that it can easily convert into desired shapes. So the gears, uh, this type of complex shapes can be easily generated using this process. In this slide, you can see about the applications and products of metal forming in the micro scale. First is the automotive, next is the aerospace, then the appliances, then the cookware, then the structure elements, shapes. All these are the applications and the products which are used in industry. So, what are the current issues that metal forming industry is facing in the current phase? That first one is the lack of experienced workforce. The second is the short product life cycle. That is new product life cycle. Then the metallic metal materials development. Next is the lack of hybrid process. Next is the high accuracy in small feature products. So this is the end of the classification of metal forming process. So for the home assignment, there are a few questions for all of you. One is the metal forming the most cost-effective manufacturing process? You have to explain about this. Uh, Second is the why the metal forming is the best process for the mass production. Uh, Next question is according to your imagination, what is the best process to make beverage can? These are the assignment questions which we have to supposed to submit by the next lecture. These are the reference from the where the all the details and images are taken. This is the reference books also, so you can refer these materials for further studies. Thank you.